In Thibodaux, it's the Bayou-River All-Star Shootout, next on CST. From Thibodaux High School, Cox Sports Television and Crescent City Sports are proud to bring you high school basketball. It's time for the boys to take the floor in the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional's Bayou-River All-Star Shootout, presented by the Thibodaux Lions Club. Hello, everybody. Ken Berthelot along with Mike Detillier. It's always fun when the best boys from this area get together in a north-south or east-west all-star game. It's north-south tonight, and it's going to be a good one, Mike, because for all of these kids, it's the last high school game they will play. For some of them, not the last basketball game they will play in competition.
No question about it. And, Ken, we've seen the competition so great in this all-star game that couple of kids that didn't think they would get scholarship offers actually got it based off of this all-star game where coaches got to see it on film. So it is certainly important. And we know one thing, you grow up on the Bayou in the River Parish, you're competitive. This is going to be a really tough game.
A lot of coaches around the nation taping this game or watching this game on CST tonight, and they will see on the visiting team tonight, which is the South All-Stars, David Robinson from Central Lafourche. He carries the name of a former NBA player and often plays like him.
Well, listen, David Robinson's going to Nicholls State University to play football. He's going to be a wide receiver for Tim Rebo there, but he's a tremendous basketball player, has been for the Trojans. And, man, he's got some spring in the legs. Really tremendous athlete, and you get a chance to watch him, and more than likely this will be his last basketball game, unless the new basketball coach at Nicholls convinces him maybe to give that a try also.
Well, the guy who may go to Nicholls is the star on the North team, and that's Anthony Rainey from HL Bourgeois. He's committed to Nicholls, hasn't signed yet, but he can pop it from anywhere, maybe from the parking lot if he has the opportunity.
He's a 5'10" shooting guard, and I had an opportunity to watch him about 3 times. He can flat out shoot the basketball, Ken. Also, he's a great leader on the court. He understands what to do with the basketball, does a great job passing it, but, man, he is a tremendous shooter from the three-point range.
We've got the makings of a great one, and we'll be back with the opening tip right after this. This is the North-South Bayou Shootout coming your way on CST.
In sports, you strive for first or best. The Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional is both. The region's first comprehensive sports medicine program with a team of the best sports medicine trained experts. You're serious about the game, we're serious about your safety. With advanced concussion testing technology and certified athletic trainers, we're keeping athletes safely in the game. Play hard, play to win. The Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional will help you play it safe.
At First American Bank, our commitment to recognize, honor, and respect those who serve in our country's military is rooted in our history.
Thank you for serving our country.
Thank you for your service and sacrifice.
Thank you for our freedom.
Thank you for my freedom.
Thank you for protecting our country.
Thank you.
Thanks.
First American Bank thanks all of our American heroes.
A banking tradition since 1910.
The Bayou-River All-Star Shootout on Cox Sports Television is brought to you by the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional. Let's meet the South All-Stars as the lineups are being introduced to the crowd here at Thibodaux High School. Some big names there. Keep a close eye on Dakari Johnson and Trent Washington, one of the 2 Washington brothers in this game.
Also, too, David Robinson from Central Lafourche High School and Jamari Williams from Central. Both guys who are really can light it up.
Why, David Robinson, as we said in the open, plays like the namesake, like the NBA star with the same name. He is that good, even a better football player. And there is the coach of the visiting team. They'll be wearing the dark uniforms tonight, Caleb White. You're looking at the North roster right now with Corey Johnson, Donnie Washington, a real good one, Alan Williams. Wow, watch him
also
in action.
Charles Brady from E.D. White. He can shoot it from deep range. But Anthony Rainey Jr., he's the guy. If you here to watch somebody throw it from deep, it's Anthony Rainey Jr., who averaged 25 points a game as a junior, over 24 points a game as a senior at HL.
He's a Nichols commit. He can light it up. If he is hot from the start tonight, the scoreboard might burn up numbers.
Also,
try to keep up with him.
Joaquin Wagner, also from Thibodaux High School, is a really good player. He's going to be a community college player, but he is really tough inside, good inside shooter, and he plays defense big time.
Our officials tonight worked both games. Derek Ross is the referee. Travis Ward and Justin Ward are the umps.
And
but the guy tossing the basketball up is the CEO of Thibodaux Regional, Greg Stock. Well, scared me for a moment. I thought that was going to be a little bitty toss. He's got to get it up there. And let's see how fast he is to get out of the way. Does he have the quick step?
Greg's got experience doing this.
Well, it doesn't take long for the first points to go on the board by Trent Washington. One of the two Washington brothers who can really light it up and make things happen here. And that's Anthony Rainey. He's wearing number 15. He'll lob it under on the first play. Down for Jaquan Wagner, but it won't go. And the South All-Stars have it. They are wearing the dark uniforms tonight. There's David Robinson on the
David
turn,
puts it in
and score.
His mom and dad both athletes at Nichols State. His dad was a running back. His mom, volleyball player here at Nichols, and he's following his steps, and he'll be playing wide receiver for Tim Rebo.
Kendall Pierre loses control of it. Kendall Pierre from Hodville and gives it to the South All-Stars. Marquis Francis from South Lafourche fires over to one of his teammates. Shot by Kobe Hartman off the mark. Back the other way, Rainey on the dish, and Wagner misses. They're trying to connect Rainey to Wagner, but it won't work. Saved by Pierre. It's stolen from him by David Robinson.
And he gets it stolen.
His pass taken away. He tries to reach in and steal, can't do it. Great look for Rainey. Off the back iron. On the dish out, the steal thrown way down to Hartman. He misses, and it's followed up by Marquis Francis for the bucket.
Marquis Francis, really good outside shooter from South Lafourche.
Rainey being very unselfish with the basketball. Jaquan Wagner will dish it out to Rainey. He's got a good look. Won't go again. He's 0 for 2 from long range.
Again, I think we're going to be talking about Rainey throwing up a lot of rainbows in this game. One thing with him is a shooter's a shooter. He's going to take those long shots.
Hartman with a good feed underneath to the little Dakari Johnson. Small in stature, big in play. Ball slapped away. Coming out, we've got a 6-0 lead for the South All-Stars. All these teams made up of teams in the Lafourche and Terrebonne Parish areas and the river parishes. Long range shot way off the mark by Donnie Washington. Ooh, and a good look, a little off balance by Hartman, couldn't finish it. Pierre the other way. Wagner saves it. Oh, all by himself. This is showtime. There it is by Kobe Hartman from Ellender High School. And you saw the slam.
Boy, they have jumped out all over him. 8-0 lead. And you can see Kobe, a 6'3" guy, getting up in the air, who averaged over 16 points a game for Ellender.
Now the boys, unlike the girls, will play by college rules. They'll play 2 20-minute halves. And right now, these guys in the dark uniforms, the visitors, the South All-Stars from Ellender, Covenant Christian, South Lafourche, South Terrebonne, Houma Christian, Central Lafourche, and Grand Isle and Houma Christian. Talk about cold shooting. North team 0 for 7 from the floor to start this game.
Kenny, this is very reminiscent of what we saw early in the girls' game. Almost the exact same thing, other than the fact that the Bayou guys have been able to hit it. You know, it hasn't been like that for the North.
Wagner against a double team. Fights his way, muscles in, is stripped to the ball. Feet to the front and a back out by Trent Washington. And the fall away by David Robinson. David Robinson from Central Lafourche High School will play football at Nichols with Coach Timmy Rebo there. It's a wide receiver. Comes from a very athletic family, as Mike explained. Fighting his way in, trying to make something happen. Anthony Rainey on the left side. Rainey from H.L. Bourgeois.
You know, if I'm the new basketball coach at Nichols, I give David Robinson a look. I'm telling you.
Well, he'd like to walk on. He'd like to play too, but you've got the overlap.
He would like to, but a little bit of an overlap, but he could play conference ball.
Yeah.
He definitely could play conference ball if he wanted to.
Season numbers are really nice. Averaging 30. Anthony Rainey.
Oh, he's going to take it.
7 assists, 6 rebounds, and 4-point play. When you take a look at the whole shebang. Oh, here's the steal. And
David Robinson
back the other way by David Robinson. Hartman.
Nice shot.
Boom, Kobe Hartman. 4 points down low, including the slam earlier for his little Showtime series. Gives his team an 8-point lead. 3 from the corner. That wouldn't float at all for Donnie Washington.
He's going to put it up
down
deep.
left baseline,
Robinson
putting it
gets
up
it
himself.
inside.
That's Trent Washington. His shot won't go. Rainey with the ball to the hoop himself in traffic. How about the move by Anthony Rainey from H.L.
He can play, brother. He can play.
Francis from South Lafourche. Dishing left, getting it back.
You got to look.
Here's your Hartman shot from the corner. Won't go right underneath the little guy under there at 5'10". Dakari Johnson finishes.
Dakari's also another guy that can put it up. He's averaged over 26 points a game and a great block.
Wow.
Absolutely great block by Kobe Hartman.
And Hartman takes it down himself and can't finish. Drive to the lane. Oh, Wagner. A big-time rejection by Jaquan Wagner. Playing on his home floor right here at Thibodaux. And with that, we'll have the under 16 media timeout.
And then there it is, Wagner with the great block. We talked to Tony Carter, what type of basketball player he is. A big physical guy, can really get up in the air.
We're not taking that under media timeout. They're going to play. Marquis Mosley just checked into the game. He'll play one of the guard spots. Off the mark by Jamari Williams. Jamari from Central Lafourche. Talked to Coach Sanders. He says, keep an eye on that guy. He may put on a dunk show for you.
Could well be, man. He got some springs in the legs.
Back in a moment.
In Louisiana, we are 50th in the nation for overall health, a frightening statistic.
Archie, we believe change starts here. So we built a state-of-the-art wellness center, the first of its kind in the state and among the best in the nation.
Through prevention, education, fitness and sports, and wellness services, the Wellness Center can help improve your overall health and well-being.
The Wellness Center of Thibodaux Regional, for a healthier, better you.
Your home for the best in coverage of pro, college, and prep sports in the New Orleans area is CrescentCitySports.com. Whether it's news, opinions, live video webcasts of high school sports, or Louisiana's best prep football scoreboard, you can get it all at Crescent City Sports. The name may be new, but it's the same great coverage you've gotten for years from our team of New Orleans natives. Click it now and like us on social media at CrescentCitySports.com.
Crescent City Sports has a pair of big prep events this week. Monday at 5:30, catch a huge non-district baseball matchup as the Destrehan Wildcats face the Zachary Broncos in Hammond. Then on Tuesday, watch bi-regional playoff bowling action from AMF's All-Star Lanes in Kenner. Baseball and bowling this week on CrescentCitySports.com. Home team with it. This is the North. They're dressed in the white. Alan Williams off the mark.
This won't fall.
Scramble for the rebound. It'll happen that way. Corey Johnson. CJ finishes.
Corey Johnson.
He's also from Thibodaux, playing on his home floor here. Makes it a 14-8 game. Cuts the lead to 6. Nice move
inside.
to the inside. Marquis Mosley off the bench from Ellender. Making it happen. Goes out of bounds, will have an inbound, but Marquis Mosley right there. Good look at him. All district as a sophomore, all state as a junior, second team all district.
Mosley right down the chute with that. Again, a guy who's averaging 18 points a game at Ellender.
Mosley drops it off. Here's the shot.
Nice shot by the big guy.
It's Trey Washington. That's Trent's brother. Yep. Trey 6'5" from Houma Christian, and he's got a pretty touch from the outside. John Holmes in the game.
He comes up with the big rebound.
His dad, Sterling Washington, his coach at his high school, and a big bump. A big bump as Corey Johnson from Thibodaux, averaging 10 a game, went into the hoop and tried to get 2 of them. Boom, Marquis Mosley with the collision. This will send Corey Johnson to the line. He's recruited by Nichols, Northwestern, Faulkner, and Pearl River. Best memory this season, triple-double in the first round of the playoffs. That's something you remember for a long time, Michael.
Absolutely.
Thibodaux district champs went to the second round of the playoffs with this young man's leadership.
He hits 1 of 2.
Pulls his team within 10. This is the dangerous guy, Jamari Williams. He can do so much with the basketball. Over to Marquis Mosley. Mosley with a shot in traffic. Air ball to Corey Johnson, who dumped it off to Alan Williams.
Nice.
Dump it off
nice inside.
And there it goes back to Corey Johnson. Quickly, we're running the other way. Look at Marquis Mosley with the miss. Bottom of the rim.
He's going to take that 3.
Oh, there it is. Off the mark by Alan Williams. A little cold as he missed his shot there. Marquis Mosley down the other way with a no-look. Right underneath to Williams.
Nice defense.
Oh, yeah. In the corner. Mosley. Oh, look at this spin move underneath.
Listen, the big guy can get it in there.
Oh, just running back down the floor with confidence from Houma Christian. Recruited by Nichols Northwestern, UNO Xavier. Where would he like to go? It's his choice. Banked it without calling it. Pretty as is by A.J. Alonji McLean. They're moving it back and forth. This game normally scores 100 or better. Marquis Mosley will travel.
Traveled with it.
Went up, came down. Watch this 3. Kiss off the glass.
He just said it. And listen, you give him that type of shot with nobody around him, he's going to take that. That was an easy one.
Alonji McLean at 6'6" from Hanville with a pretty look, and he busted it. Fight to the paint that time by Alan Williams from East St. John. East St. John has 2 players on the team. Alan Williams, along with Jovan Antonio, who we haven't seen yet. He can light it up and make some magic. From the right corner, Matt Bellinger from South LaForge. Oh, look at this.
He got a shot right inside.
And
he's got a shot.
And Divine.
He's got a shot at a 3-point play.
Divine by bringing the foul about.
Went right up the middle.
Opportunity for a 3-point play. What about that by Divine Martin, the 6'1" forward from H.L. Bourgeois, averaging 11 and 8 on the year.
And Kenny, they have cut this lead that was at one time 10 is down to 5.
They're running and gunning. You got to keep up with this one. In and out. Williams way up for the rebound. Oh, look at this long-range bomber by Mark.
Well, they got somebody wide open.
Yeah, but they get it back the other way quickly. And how about the reverse layup by Allen Williams? He got that one to go. The short ones wouldn't. So he'll take it to the hoop for the layup to score the points.
That was nice because he had it. He blocked if he'd have went in with the other hand. Just swung it around, was able to make that play.
Oh, Williams with an errant pass.
Get across.
This one will come to A.J. McClain. He'll dump it behind him to Corey Johnson. Johnson around his man. Oh, dishes in traffic. And that time, John Holmes from West St. John says, on me, should have had it. In traffic, but on me, says the little man who scores 15 and 9 assists. 15 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds on the year. Mosley again. Big Trey Washington.
Big Trey.
Boy, for a big guy, he moves so well. Sets up
Jamari's
the pick.
going to take
Jamari
that.
just backs up and shoots over it. Off the mark.
Wouldn't fall.
Wouldn't go. Williams finds his way, weaving in through people near. Goes to his own rebound and can't follow it. Oh, way out. Look out, man.
Oh, and he sets it up for Jamari Williams for the jump.
Boom! How about that? That brings the crowd to life. A three-pointer right over Williams. How about that shot by John Holmes from West St. John? Makes Rams fans proud here at Thibodaux High School for the All-Star game, sitting and watching this one. Lob under.
Trying to get it to the big guy.
Couldn't get it to Trey. He'll go down low, and here's just a run. Oh, he missed it, but following is Corey Johnson on Divine Martin's miss.
And they have tied this game, 23-23.
One of the officials just passed and told some friends in the fans he's winded. I understand. They're moving it back and forth. Here.
Oh, and he hits the deep three.
Marquis Mosley from way out in the parking lot. Hits the three, then tries to steal from Corey Johnson. He cannot. Tries again. Holmes, West. Right side, couldn't hit it. Rebound, Corey Johnson. He'll follow.
Nice.
Corey Johnson feeling it from Thibodaux. CJ is the nickname, and he's got it moving. I'm out on the floor. Look at this one with 9:07. Alley-oop off
and
the
this
dunk.
is the setup for Jamari, and he
to Williams.
Takes it home.
The Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional Bayou-River Shootout, presented by the Thibodaux Lions Club, is sponsored by the Peltier Foundation, by First American Bank, by Byron E. Talbot Contractors, by Manson Golf, by A&G Refrigeration, by State Machinery, by GIS Engineering, by Nakan Electric, and by Barbera Chevrolet.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Riverlands Insurance Services in Luling. Meeting all your insurance needs. Call Riverlands at 1-800-336-4579. Ken Berthelot, Mike Detillier, and some run-and-gun action that is absolutely wild in the Thibodaux Lions Club All-Star Shootout. Mike Detillier, you have a special guest.
Yes, sir. Jason Leday. Jason, you've been involved with the Thibodaux Lions Club for many years. Also an official.
That's right.
Doing a lot of Big 12 games across the country. And kind of tell us a little bit about what's happened, certainly from a standpoint of all the community participation that the Lions Club is involved with.
I'll tell you a little bit about the Thibodaux Lions Club. It was founded in 1940. We currently have about 57 active members now. And we have 4 big events that we do every year to raise funds. Part of our mission is to provide eyeglasses for those who can't afford them. We also help with their doctor visits. And the Lions was founded back in 1917 to help with people with low vision and blindness. So it's part of our mission to give back to that part of the community. We also give back to students who are going to Nickel State. We give scholarships out, and by doing these events for the community, it helps us raise the funds needed to provide for that.
That was Anthony Rainey with the basket. Keep going, Mike.
Yeah, that Anthony Rainey can play a little bit, right?
Oh, absolutely. I tell you what, these seniors, it gives them one more chance to play. And you never know. You never know if there's a college scout or a college coach that's watching.
By the way, that's Charles Brady with the shot. His dad is John Brady, but not the LSU coach.
Not the coach.
And not the former LSU basketball coach and current radio analyst on the network next to the boys, Chris Blair. Not that John Brady, but his dad's name is John Brady.
Wagner.
His name is Jaquan Wagner, and he just let everybody know it. Jaquan Wagner from Thibodaux.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of pretty good athletes in this area. I mean, he's got to be, in the last 5 or 6 years, he's in that upper tier.
Absolutely. I mean, the Bayou and the River parishes, we produce so many good athletes.
Boom, Donnie Washington finishes.
And again, this event here, this basketball all-star game, with the help of our sponsors, especially Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional, allows these kids to get out one more time. And you never know.
Power slam by Jaquan Wagner.
You just never know if a scholarship can
see him in the
come out of this.
Finals at halftime.
One of the things, Jason, too, is how much community outreach you guys do. Anybody need anything, you know, always in touch with the Lions Club, and you guys always give out a helping hand.
Absolutely. We do 4 events, as I mentioned before. We also do a middle school football jamboree in the fall to kick off the football season. We participate in Thibodauxville Fall Festival. We also do a $10,000 Super Bowl raffle. All these events, along with this one, helps us raise the money we need to give back. We provided park benches throughout the city, by the courthouse to schools. We also help the middle schools as the athletic departments. We give money back to them for those schools who help participate in Jamboree.
You know as well as anybody that, you know, a lot of times you getting young men and women, 8, 9, 10 years old, this is kind of their first big responsibilities in life when they play sports. You have to be there a certain time. You have to listen to the coach. You have to do certain things. And it's forming something that down the line that they'll always kind of fall back on.
You have to commit, you have to dedicate yourself to something in life. And whether it's community service, if it's your job, your family, your work, playing sports, you have to wake up early. You got to put the work in. And also, after you finish school and you start working, it's always good to give back to the community, be part of community service. And so the Thibodaux Lions Club is something I've been part of for the last few years. Really take it to heart and proud to be part of this event.
Donnie Washington to the line from Assumption High School. Five-point game, trying to increase the lead for the home team, who is in white. That is the north. Most of the schools near the river parishes, but some north of Bayou-Lafourche. David Robinson from long range right there, and the rebound goes down to Brady. Brady will dump it off to Kendall Pierre. No, we haven't had a chance to talk to Jason yet. As the president of the Lions Club, they not only have done such a great job here in Thibodaux, and there's the big scoop and score by Anthony Rainey. Can make it happen from all over the floor. Missed shot by Trent Washington.
And it gets blocked by the big guy.
Look out. Rainey's got it. Rainey's got some numbers.
Well, he's setting it up.
But he can't to Donnie Washington. So we'll come back the other way quickly. And here's an attempted lob slapped away. David Robinson loses it, gets it back. He'll take the short jump off the glass and score with it. 33-28. The river, or the south rather, within 5. Jaquan.
It just won't fall
for him from the outside. The big man's game is inside, but he can shoot from the outside too.
Been great inside. Jason, you're a great success story too. Carl Johnson in the National Football League as a referee, and you've been able to do college games. And that's a difficult job being a referee.
It is. It is. You have to, like I said before, you got to put the work in, wake up early, study, go to clinics, get better. These officials here tonight, you know, working snaps, working the plays, that's what makes you better. Understanding the game. but it has brought me places I never thought I was going to. Traveled the country.
And you got to see Baker Mayfield last year, right?
Baker Mayfield, all the Big 12 schools. You know, Baker's about to get drafted, become a happy guy.
Had a pretty good bowl game to officiate too, didn't you?
Yes, sir. Citrus Bowl this year, so it went well. I'm humbled to be awarded that opportunity.
Luke Chasson with those points. And there's a scoop from down low by Kendall Pierre.
And that's a heck of a shot because who he threw it over the top of. David Robinson's right there to make the block, and he goes around him.
Still a 5-point game.
Ken and Mike, you know they say without officials, it's just recess, right?
or something close. Or something close.
That's right. So you got to have good officials.
Jason, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And we want to thank the Lions Club of Thibodaux for doing such great work in our community.
And Ken and Mike, thank you for the opportunity, and also Cox Sports for broadcasting this.
You guys make Lions Clubs international and national proud with the work you do here in Thibodaux. You guys are leaders.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it, buddy.
Jason Leday, the president of the Thibodaux Lions Club. Marquis Mosley. Still a 5-point game, Michael. They've slowed it down just a little bit, but
because I think they tired.
They went from 5th gear just to 4th gear, and that is it.
I think they tired, Ken. It's not they slowing it down. I think the body's slowing it down.
Alan Williams misses on the long-range shot. Marquis Mosley, 1 of the 3.
To the big guy over the hop.
Trey Washington will take it off to the right. Off the mark just a little bit. Those big guys aren't used to running the floor up and down as much as they are in the game like this. Williams with the feed to Trey, and Trey traveled first.
Took one extra step.
You only get 1 bunny hop, not 2. And Trey Washington.
He took a couple of steps.
Salty dog. We'll be back in just a moment. A 5-point game with the home team lead.
In sports, you strive for first or best. The Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional is both. The region's first comprehensive sports medicine program with a team of the best sports medicine trained experts. You're serious about the game, we're serious about your safety. With advanced concussion testing technology and certified athletic trainers, we're keeping athletes safely in the game. Play hard, play to win. The Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional will help you play it safe.
The Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional Bayou-River Shootout, presented by the Thibodaux Lions Club, is sponsored by the L'Oreal Foundation, by Go Bear Oil, by Synergy Bank, by Chris Pate of CP Contractors, by Bubba's 2 Po' Boys, by Finance Service of Thibodaux, by Oceanwide America, and by Ortho LA.
It's time for CST to hit the beach. Tune in April 7th and 8th for the Green Wave Invitational live from White Sands Volleyball Courts in Harahan, Louisiana. The Invitational features Tulane, Houston Baptist, LSU, Central Arkansas, Grand Canyon, and UNO. Action begins each day at 8 a.m. We'll see you in the sand. Mike's got his bucket and his shovel. He's ready.
And Grand Canyon, man, I want to play in that facility.
Yeah, just want to go to that school on scholarship. That ought to be fun. Feet underneath, slapped away by Trent Washington.
And Kenny, I do think that the pace of the game, you can start to see some of the...
Oh, there's the lob in. Williams.
Williams just goes right over the top.
Jamire Williams. They set that one up on a quick inbounds play. Corey Johnson trying to answer. Dumps it off to Allen Williams, and Williams backs it up, slows it down just a bit to the corner. Holmes.
Oh, a nice look, and he sunk that
From
one
West
in.
St. John, John Holmes makes it look good. We're still in that 5-6 point range. Mosley
didn't get it
with the miss. Javon Antonio in the game now. Pass to Holmes, too high, goes out of bounds. Look at this dunk. Set up as an inbound
Set
play.
it up.
Boom.
Bow.
Got it up high.
Williams, he's got some step.
Coach Sanders
Man,
at
he
Central
got some
Lafourche
jump.
says, watch him. Watch. He is a dunkmeister. Long range off the mark by Marquis Mosley. He's been jacking a few of those up. CJ from Thibodaux. Works it into the corner. Oh, Holmes loves this shot from the outside. In and out. Trey Washington with the rebound and a good box out by him. Good pass into the front court. Taken away, Alan Williams to the hoop himself with the reverse. No good, and Trey has it, but steps on the baseline.
When Trey's inside, you can see how much he affects this game.
Look at the size.
Man, with his size and his length, those guys trying to work around him. He's a big-bodied wide guy, and you just cannot get around him well. And he comes up with the rebound.
Off the mark, right into the hands of Williams. To the front court. He tried for the fancy slam, but settled for the ball going in the hoop. Kobe Hartman with the bucket. Holmes the other way. Good dump off. No look. Shot.
Nice.
A.J. McClain.
Right off the kisser.
Wow. A.J. McClain with 2 bankers from 3-point range. Mosley says, let me try that. Won't work. Holmes with a rebound. Pass to Corey Johnson. CJ to the baseline.
I'm telling you, the big guy with the block.
Big guy, and look how quickly he gets back
Williams
down the
is gone
floor.
with
Williams
it.
to the hoop. Didn't
with the
slam it.
layup.
Instead goes with the finger roll layup for 2. 2:05 to play in the first half, and the crowd's loving these guys taking it to the hoop as quickly as they are. And look at Trey Washington
foul.
set his position
Watch
and hold it.
Watch it, Williams.
Oh, that's the pretty finger layup roll. For a moment, we thought it was going to be showtime, and he settled for the bucket.
Well, you saw it from the top of the key. When he kicked it in another gear, he was going straight to the hoop with it.
2 minutes before half. Halftime, we've got the shootouts, the 3-point shootouts, the finals of the dunk contest.
Interception.
The no-look pass coming to Alan Williams to the hoop. Williams with the reverse layup and score. Well, this is why they're all-stars.
He got an open shot right.
And it closed
nice block.
quickly for Marquis Francis from South Lafourche.
Alan Williams blocked that ball, Ken. He influenced that play with a block.
Williams with it. From East St. John. Average 17 a year. Per game. And we've got a block. Well, let's credit the officials for just letting them play. They know this is an all-star game. That's the referee, Derek Ross, Travis Ward, Justin Ward are the other 2 officials.
Allen throws it from
3. Allen's loving that.
It just wouldn't fall.
Now, get no cold spell there.
He's going through it.
Wow, all the way down goes Kobe Hartman from Ellender for the bucket. Makes it look easy. Kobe Hartman. By the way, he'll be playing football at Southern University, so he's a stocky guy, a linebacker and a running back.
Yeah, I think he'll be a safety. Man, he's built like it.
Yeah, he's got the
built
moves
like
for
a
it.
safety.
That's Kobe Hartman again.
Yeah.
Alan Williams. .39 seconds to play in the first half. It's been run and gun. If you like run and gun, shoot away basketball, this is it. Sometimes you get the air ball. Kobe Hartman's had a couple of real good plays, deserves one.
No, he's going to take it from deep in his block.
Yeah, that's Alan Williams again. He's just struggling with it. We're all tied up. Trey Washington taking Divine Martin to the dance, but not the March Madness dance.
That was pretty good. It's originally blocking, and Trey, he's got it, but he's got it on the back of another play, and he can't pull it around.
Hey, man, if you
I'm just telling you,
go
Trey,
out there and MC, that'd be Dancing with the Stars. There you go.
Trey's been an influence in the first half. Big time as a defensive player. Big time.
Oh, Hartman to the hoop again.
Hartman gets
off the glass.
It won't fall.
Oh, he's just ice cold right now. Oh, look at this. Free, wide, and lane to the bucket. The score by C.J. Corey Johnson of Thibodaux to end the first half. Still a 5-point lead for the home team in white, the North teams, north of Bayou-River. And we have seen some great stuff here in the first half. 45-40. North with the lead. Back with the halftime show right after this.
In Louisiana, we are 50th in the nation for overall health, a frightening statistic.
Archie, we believe change starts here. So we built a state-of-the-art wellness center, the first of its kind in the state and among the best in the nation.
Through prevention, education, fitness and sports, and wellness services, the Wellness Center can help improve your overall health and well-being.
The Wellness Center of Thibodaux Regional, for a healthier, better you.
At First American Bank, our commitment to recognize, honor, and respect those who serve in our country's military is rooted in our history.
Thank you for serving our country.
Thank you for your service and sacrifice.
Thank you for our freedom.
Thank you for my freedom.
Thank you for protecting our country.
Thank you.
Thanks.
First American Bank thanks all of our American heroes.
A banking tradition since 1910.
Your home for the best in coverage of pro, college, and prep sports in the New Orleans area is CrescentCitySports.com. Whether it's news, opinions, live video webcasts of high school sports, or Louisiana's best prep football scoreboard, you can get it all at Crescent City Sports. The name may be new, but it's the same great coverage you've gotten for years from our team of New Orleans natives. Click it now and like us on social media at CrescentCitySports.com.
Welcome back to halftime. Ken Berthelot along with Mike Detillier. And it has been thrilling tonight here on CST to watch this Thibodaux Lions Club All-Star game, both for the girls and the boys. And you're about to see some very exciting stuff right now. Earlier tonight, we had the girls and boys three-point contest and the slam dunk contest. And we're going to start with the girls three-point contest. And we had four girls that originally took place: Brianna Harding, Treya Bruce, Taylor Lips, and Destiny Dupree. Treya Bruce and Taylor Lips made it to the finals, and Bruce, the all-time leading scorer at South Lafourche, had her minute to go after it right here.
She didn't miss many.
Yeah, she really didn't, but she was struggling a little bit. You want to get that money ball because that's 2 points. It's 1 point for every ball you put into the basket. 2 points if you get that old ABA red, white, and blue money ball into the hoop. Treya Bruce, again, the all-time leading scorer at South Lafourche, 2,079 points. A great outside shooter, averaged 21 points a game. Good three-point shooter. But she was struggling tonight, both in the girls' game, and they weren't falling like she normally has them fall when she's shooting beyond the arc. Treya Bruce looking for that money ball for the last one, and it would not have counted, just missed it. She finishes with 12 points, and she goes up against Taylor Lips. And if you missed this from earlier, Taylor Lips, the second cousin of all-time great Louis Lips of the Pittsburgh Steelers and East St. John's Southern Miss. Her second cousin, her grandfather was Louis Lips' dad's brother, and she was getting hot for just a moment. She loves this center slot. She couldn't hit anything in the girls' game. Just, it was almost as if they had cellophane over. She struggled for 13 points in that game. And then again in the three-point contest, still was having a problem. All at 5'2", but plays like a 6-footer. And she may be 5'2" in stature, but I can tell you, as she tries to get to 12, that's the magic number for her here. When she's on the court, everybody looks up. She's got 9. She's got to get to 12. There's 10. The money ball's 2. She can tie it with the money ball, and she doesn't go. It just misses. And our champ was Treya Bruce from South Lafourche, awarded the plaque by the CEO of Thibodaux Regional, Greg Stock.
And next time you watch a place, you'll be at UNO.
Yes. She signed with UNO. Well, with the boys, we had Marquis Mosley, Matt Bellinger, Jamari Williams, Alan Williams, and Charles Brady. And this was Alan Williams from East St. John. He, at 6'2", is a good shot. You can see that scoreboard lighting up.
He got hot.
He got hot.
He got hot.
He's at 11. Had some money balls. Watch. Here's your money ball. Boom. Just misses off the back iron. And now he's at the last position, the last corner with 12 seconds. Has the time.
Pop.
Up to 14. Trying to get to 16. And he got it. He got 16 with that last money ball. So in the finals against him, he's going up against Marquis Mosley from Ellender. Again, 1 minute, and he's got to get to 16.
And he was fast shooting it.
Well, he had that in the preliminary round to get him here. Let's see if he can do it again. The in and out hurt. That one prior to that went in. This is the one he needs to fall for 2. Now he's almost got to hit everything. He still can get 17. He's still on pace. Now he's just about got to hit everything. He's got to hit everything, and I think well, it might be. He might have missed one too many. Quick add. Don't. Got it. That's it. He won't get it.
Nope.
He needed to hit everything with that second to last ball at the left wing. Wouldn't go in.
Alan Williams.
And Alan Williams gets the plaque from Thibodaux Regional CEO Greg Stock. And now what everybody's been waiting for, the slam dunk contest. Here we go in the final. Jaquan Wagner from Thibodaux right here on his own high school home floor. 6'5" forward. Oh, man, can he do it.
Well, he knows all the nuances of the gym. That's for sure.
Let's see what the judges have to say after the first one. 45 for Wagner. Another look at that. How you like that? Behind the back. Boom. Slam over the head. And here comes Jamari Williams. And, man, he can make some things happen. This is the one Coach Sanders always says from Central Lafourche. Watch him. He'll surprise you. He had some fancy stuff lined up. Hits himself and slams it through. Not the one he wanted, though. You can see that look.
Nope.
Didn't get the bounce he wanted. Just had
didn't
to put
get
it
the
in.
score.
Didn't get the score he wanted either on that one. .41 on his second dunk. Well, your winner when this thing was all over was Jaquan Wagner. Thought we were going to see the last 2 dunks. You got to see the best dunk, and that's pretty good. And Greg Stock, CEO, Thibodaux Regional, gives Jaquan Wagner, by the way, a 1-point win. 1-point win, 91-90. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll have more of our halftime show. This is the Bayou All-Star Shootout on CST. We're back at Thibodaux High School, Thibodaux, Louisiana, for the big shootout by the Thibodaux Lions Club. Ken Berthelot, along with Mike Detillier. And this game, especially the boys and the girls, but especially the boys, has given us everything we expected that it would be.
Yeah, high pace. We saw it running the court, and everybody kind of got tired. You saw that 4 or 5 minutes where everybody was just trying to catch a breath with it. Ken, we always come down to the end in these men's basketball games, in the All-Star game. It has come down to the final couple of shots of the game, and so you can bet that it'll happen again this year. And we're interested to see how hot does Rainey get in the second half of this game.
Well, you know, he's leading all scorers right now with 11, and C.J. Johnson from Thibodaux has 10. And take a look at some of the highlights, and we'll see. Because Rainey's points were very quiet, very, very quietly scored. He didn't make a lot of noise on the inside. Kobe Hartman, he made a lot of noise with some dunks because he was coming from
And then
nowhere.
the setup with Williams for the big
setup
dunk.
with Williams. You're not kidding. And how about Jaquan Wagner? That was the inbound
Williams
play.
Again.
That was designed for Williams on the inbound.
So you can see a lot of the points very similar to the women's game, where a lot of it was inside. It wasn't so much of the outside shooting like we've seen in years past.
Again, there's your leading scorers, and Rainey leading all scorers with 11, but they've been very quiet.
Corey Johnson with 10.
And again, Hartman and Robinson with 8 each for the South.
But Kobe's really played well in the first half. I was really impressed with him. David again with 8 points, not surprising there. But Kobe's been the surprise here with 8 points early in this game.
Look, this is the last 20 minutes coming up that these players will play high school football. They're gonna let it all hang out when we come back.
The Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional Bayou-River Shootout, presented by the Thibodaux Lions Club, is sponsored by the Peltier Foundation, by First American Bank, by Byron E. Talbot Contractors, by Manson Golf, by A&G Refrigeration, by State Machinery, by GIS Engineering, by Nakan Electric, and by Barbera Chevrolet. Your home for the best in coverage of pro, college, and prep sports in the New Orleans area is CrescentCitySports.com. Whether it's news, opinions, live video webcasts of high school sports, or Louisiana's best prep football scoreboard, you can get it all at Crescent City Sports. The name may be new, but it's the same great coverage you've gotten for years from our team of New Orleans natives. Click it now and like us on social media at CrescentCitySports.com. The Sports Thibodaux Regional Bayou-River Shootout, presented by the Thibodaux Lions Club, is sponsored by the L'Oreal Foundation, by Go Bear Oil, by Synergy Bank, by Chris Pate of CP Contractors, by Bubba's 2 Po' Boys, by Finance Service of Thibodaux, by Oceanwide America, and by Ortho LA.
In sports, you strive for first or best. The Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional is both. The region's first comprehensive sports medicine program with a team of the best sports medicine trained experts. You're serious about the game, we're serious about your safety. With advanced concussion testing technology and certified athletic trainers, we're keeping athletes safely in the game. Play hard, play to win. The Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional will help you play it safe.
Welcome back to Thibodaux High School. As we start the second half, Ken Berthelot, Mike Detillier, our great CST crew. And what you didn't get a chance to see was the great panel of judges we had for the slam dunk contest. Shelby Hippolyte and Larry Wilson, 2 former Nichols greats. Jason Leday and Carl Johnson, 2 officials, one for the Big 12. Carl Johnson, an NFL official, and Tommy Eshday, the mayor of Thibodaux. So we had a distinguished panel of judges for the slam dunk contest, and they had a lot of fun with it.
That's Wagner from deep, misses out.
Watch this in the final 20 minutes of basketball for these players in their high school careers. Let's see if it just all hangs out like we think it will. And it just wouldn't go underneath. Home team coming back the other way.
That's a deep one.
Long shot. Oh, that's Rainey. Rainey. Rainey's leading with 11. He averages 30.
That's amazing today. I don't care what level of basketball you're playing. When you're averaging 30 points a game, you're some kind of shooter.
Yep, because players are so well coached in today's game. Here's the steal. Mott with the feed to the corner.
Oh, and he got
it. Grand Isle High School's Joel Bradbury from the corner. One of the alternates who's getting a chance to play in this game. Delivers
Wagner
with his time. Oh, Jaquan underneath. Picked up, put back in.
It just wouldn't fall for him.
You know, even these big men, they're struggling a little bit. They don't run the floor. They'll run, but you don't run at a typical game as much as they're running in an all-star game like this.
No question about it. And Javon Antonio is averaging almost 12 points a game.
From East St. John.
East St. John.
Averaging a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds a game. Being recruited by Hines to play football and basketball, and he's kind of excited about that. And also getting some looks from Southeastern Louisiana University.
As a hybrid outside linebacker, strong safety, no, he's built for the part, kid.
Yep.
He's built for it.
Shots up.
And David Robinson gets the rebound and sets it up.
Oh, yeah. Boom.
Nice.
Anthony Rainey. He's seeing something he's seen a lot this year, a double team. He gets rid of the ball
away
to Javon Antonio.
Robinson
with the rebound. Here's the bounce. And working underneath. Somebody's got to pick it up.
Put it up
to the corner.
There you go.
Brunet. Connor Brunet from South Terrebonne.
And that's back-to-back shots for Connor Brunet.
Gets a little pat on the back from Joel Bradbury from Grand Isle, and that'll draw a timeout.
You're getting pretty good with all these Cajun names. Brunet, and I'm trying to explain to you about this Bellinger and Belanger. You know, if you're here long enough, man, we'll fix you all in.
My wife is from Houma. I had to learn that a long time ago. Watch this.
Again, nice feed from David Robinson, and then Brunet comes up with the layup. And then he hits the long shot outside.
You know, Robinson, and we were teasing him at practice, saying, you've got the name. You wear the same number as the great NBA player, David Robinson. He says, yeah, but football's my game, man. He says that I don't get real excited about that. Football is my game, and he's
I think he might have been lying to you. I think he loves basketball more. But I just think he's a better football player than he is a basketball player, to be honest. And one day, I'm just telling you, he's going to be a star football player at Nicholls State.
His mom and dad played there.
His dad was a running back there. His mom was a volleyball player. Listen, he got the genetics to connect the dots. It does help. It does help.
Antonio with a little bump to Rainey, and Rainey goes up and getting a hand to block that one on Rainey was Jameer Mott. Had some help. Unfortunately, they'll draw the foul, and that'll send Rainey to the free throw line. This game was 5-6 points all the day. It's might be tied up after these free throws.
Can we join by one of the all-time greats at Nicholls State, Mr. Shelby Hippolyte? Shelby was part of the slam dunk contest, and Shelby, man, if they called games like this at Nicholls, how much you average there?
Oh, when I played, probably about 13.
Man, you'd have been
14.
averaging 25 points
Easy.
a game
Easy.
if they call a game like this.
Exactly, man. I'll tell you what.
Brunet again from
Brunet, in and out for Brunet. Won't go. Can somebody find the basket on this side? Bradbury, Grand Isle, the answer. Joel Bradbury. I remember Shelby Hippolyte because I was the voice of the Colonels way back then in the early 1970s.
Man, Ken, you're giving up some age here now.
I am.
You're giving up a little bit here now.
The shot.
Oh.
Charles Brady with the miss, but he gets his own rebound after it finds its way back to him, and he'll take it to the hoop. Too hard.
And Brunet comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, Brunet with the rebound.
Oh, nice. Bradbury.
The pass into the front court. Can't find the hands of Charles Brady.
Nice.
How about that on the feed?
To Bradbury. Nice.
Here's Brunet again from the outside. He's found it from long range, but not that time. Look out. This could be showtime.
Oh!
It is showtime for Jaquan Wagner from Thibodaux, playing right here in front of his home fans.
Wow.
That kid is excellent, man. He's good.
He is good,
Very.
Oh, the feed. Oh. Wagner almost again. And the putback in by Divine Martin. Mott. Rainey, score! Holy moly.
Randy did this.
Score, right, Shelby?
Right. Randy did this all year long. I watched this kid.
We're tied at 52 at the 16 minutes. We near the 16-minute mark. Brunet didn't have a man on his back. He would have taken that shot. So Bradbury will. Two good outside shooters. Jaquan Wagner pulls it down. Wagner looking for some help. Nothing there. He'll take it himself against David Robinson and puts it in for two.
Ain't much you can do about that, right, Shelby?
No, 6'5".
There's not much you can do.
North has scored 8 straight. Oh, putting right in the hands of Brady.
Oh, no.
Sometimes it's just sitting up there like a big egg and you can't take it back. Oh, my goodness.
I had a chance to talk with Jaquan Wagner, and I told this kid, I said, if you stay around the basket, you're going to average at least 18, 19 points a game. That's something I did when I was in college. So I know you can do the same thing if you stay around. Big kid like he is, strong like he is.
And he's just 17 years old. Just think when he's going to be 19 or 20 years old.
This is Dakari Johnson and Luke Chasson. Well, Marquis Mosley says, let me just take it. Can't do that. It's a hand on it. They'll work it again. And a toss out of bounds. Kobe Hartman, we've got a timeout on the floor. Just under 15 to play. A 2-point lead by the home team, the North.
In Louisiana, we are 50th in the nation for overall health, a frightening statistic.
Archie, we believe change starts here. So we built a state-of-the-art wellness center, the first of its kind in the state and among the best in the nation.
Through prevention, education, fitness and sports, and wellness services, the Wellness Center can help improve your overall health and well-being.
The Wellness Center of Thibodaux Regional, for a healthier, better you.
Your home for the best in coverage of pro, college, and prep sports in the New Orleans area is CrescentCitySports.com. Whether it's news, opinions, live video webcasts of high school sports, or Louisiana's best prep football scoreboard, you can get it all at Crescent City Sports. The name may be new, but it's the same great coverage you've gotten for years from our team of New Orleans natives. Click it now and like us on social media at CrescentCitySports.com.
The Wally Pontiff Jr. Classic is set for Tuesday, and you can watch it live on Cox Sports Television. Tune in at 7 p.m. as the LSU Tigers face the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns at the Shrine on Airline. The fans here at Thibodaux High School enjoying this game as Tuesday night's crowd will enjoy that Wally Pontiff Jr. Classic. You can be assured of that. It's a big hit, big game, big series every year. The lob underneath and in for the score. It is nice, Anthony Rainey.
Boy, I did that all year long. He did it all year long like that.
Leading scorer at halftime, and he just keeps putting them up.
He's an unbelievable player.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Exactly.
And he's not the biggest guy around either. You talk about a guy that can make some plays inside, and he can.
And I tell you what, his father's sitting right next to him next to him right there. That's his dad. And I tell you what, he don't miss a game, and he's right on him.
That's super.
Good kid, very respectable kid. You know, hopefully when he graduated, find the right school. And I'm hoping that he can stay around somewhere close.
Well, they're trying to get him to come to Nichols, but they got to find a coach first, right?
Dakari Johnson at the line. Boy, he can light it up. He's lit it up a couple of times this year, scoring 40 or more.
So what you doing? Maybe you should be coaching, man.
No,
doing that,
I had my turn, man. I tell you, Ricky Broussard gave me a good opportunity. You know.
Rainey will walk it up. 3-point lead for the team in white, the home team.
Oh, he's going to take it.
Oh, Rainey wide open. You give him that much of a look, and he is going to knock it down.
That's a definite. That's a definite, Ken.
Goodness gracious.
You don't give him any space to shoot it.
Here's the answer by Marquis Mosley, but it's off the mark.
And And I think in this game he's being very modest because he hadn't been shooting that much.
A.J. McLean follows with the tray of his own. 6'6". A.J. McLean from Hanville High. We've got a whistle on the move to the inside.
Oh, for a big man, Ken, he put that up. That was a really nice shot from outside.
The run for the North is 16-1.
Goodness.
Dakari Johnson at the line. Makes it look easy from Covington Christian. Averaged in double-doubles, almost triple-doubles. 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. Almost 9. Led his team to the second round of the playoffs, getting looks from several schools. But 5'9", can move it, can shoot it. All-around solid player.
Look like Randy gonna take that shot if he.
They're giving Randy a good look. This is NBA range, but that's his range.
That's it.
Oh, you give him the look, and he misses. Pierre pulls it down. Pierre to the hoop.
Oh, second
with
chance
the reverse
points
layup.
right
Hanville's Kendall Pierre.
Oh, and it's stolen.
And that one by Divine Martin.
That's one of the HL bourgeois things.
Divine Martin, HL Bourgeois, and sometimes, as we like to say, his play has been heavenly.
Exactly.
For the HL Bourgeois Braves this year.
But Coach Caillouet does so much a great job with these kids over there, man. It's unbelievable. He stays. I'm surprised he's still in, but his son still plays. So, you know. But you have so much respect for these guys that's coaching right now, man. I tell you what, to work with these kids,
it's tough.
It really is.
It's tough.
But if you enjoy it and you like what you're doing, you know what I mean, you got to have the love for it.
Kendall Pierre at the top, looking to make his move to the hoop with the dump in traffic. Somehow saved by A.J. McLean.
Take it, A.J.
McLean from the corner. And a whistle on the rebound as the ball goes to Luke Chasson. So this will be inbounded. By Dakari Johnson and Marquis Mosley. Marquis not shy of putting it up, but neither is this guy right here, Matt Bellinger. Bellinger from South Lafourche. Marquis Mosley gets it back, and he's off. His outside shot right now is not falling. He's going to have to find a way to take it inside or do something different with that basketball.
Well, Marquis this year, I think I looked at him, I watched him play, and he kind of struggled a little bit with that outside shot. I don't know if the following through when he shoots or falling away. I think it's just something that's
more of a technical thing with him.
Right, exactly.
Mosley again.
Yeah.
This time
He
finally hit it.
Right.
First field goal in 5 minutes for the South.
Oh,
Pierre with a good reach back to tip that ball and save it. And they kick it out to C.J. Corey Johnson. Thibodaux playing on his own floor right here. And C.J. will have the inbound. Corey Johnson, district champs this year, made it to the second round. He'll probably walk on at Nichols if he goes there, being recruited also by Northwest, Faulkner, and Pearl River.
You're right. We're going to need some players over here.
Alan Williams.
Nice.
He hadn't taken one in a while, but he's in there from East St. John and will take one now. 69-57. Oh, Marquis Mosley. He's just, if he gets the ball now, he's just popping it from way out. Chasson. Well, I'm telling you, Marquis Mosley said, give me that ball and let me pop now.
I think
he's been a little bit off the mark.
I think Marquis enjoying himself.
I think he is.
That's what it looks like. There he goes.
That was the fourth foul on McLean. There's the move by Chasson again. Won't go.
Oh, the big guy.
A.J.
right
McLean. No, bottom of the rim. But it comes right back to Corey Johnson from Thibodaux, and it's in there for the
That's
points.
a good kid there. That kid's going to go places there. I watched him.
Chasson backs it out to Corey Johnson. He has been ice cold from three-point range, so he'll dump it off. And, blocked from behind by McLean, by A.J. But watch this pass by Holmes.
Inside, nice layup.
Coaches love to see that. Holmes from West St. John. Marquis Mosley in the corner. Will inbound again down there at the baseline. Oh, and wow, wide open on the right side. Matt Bellinger, South Lafourche. Good outside shooter, averaged 13 this year. Kendall Pierre, good look. He thought about it, didn't take it. Dishes it. CJ will take it. It's his home floor, but it won't go. Rebound. Dakari Johnson is underneath the pass going to Marquis Mosley, who can't catch up with it, and the ball goes awry.
And a whole new 5 hit the court, kid.
You know, I often wonder about these kids. A lot of them want to shoot outside, but when they shoot it, they don't want to follow their shot. They're just shooting it and falling back, and the shot either falling short or they're not falling through the whole deal with the shot. And I don't know if it's just like a
Kendall Pierre. On top, here's Alan Williams. Picking his spot, showing you what he can do with the basketball. Fancy ball work. The dump to Pierre. Look at Pierre with a fake move. Gets around his man, but can't convert to the points. Corey Johnson might. Charges the lane. Won't go. Trey Washington with the rebound. The big man's back in, making his presence known.
One thing with Trey, when he gonna get inside, there is no second shot at it.
No second shot. He reminded me of myself in a sense. Really.
Set a good screen that time for Brunet, who went around it. Here's the brother, Trent Washington, off the mark. Rebound, Francis.
You got to give it to him.
Brunet.
You got to give.
Oh, down low, and somebody got a hand on that one. I believe it was Antonio. Alan Williams with a quick move into the front court. To Kendall Pierre.
There you go.
Good dish by Pierre. Oh, Johnson missed it from Thibodaux on a great feed by Kendall Pierre. Brunet. A little bit of fancy ball work on his own underneath the Trey Washington, who has the presence of mind to get that.
You ain't stopping Trey with
that.
No,
basketball. He'll take it to the hoop and put it in. Trey Washington.
Just give it to the big man inside. You got him all night long.
From the corner. This time it won't go by Johnny Holmes. Kendall Pierre with it, running the offense very well. Makes a good screen around his man. Picked up well on the switch. Oh, interception. Look out. Here we go. And with that, we will be taking a break. Shelby Hippolyte, I want to thank you
so much for sitting in with us, man. We appreciate it.
Well, I enjoyed it. I was trying to get Larry to stay with me to come and talk a little while. But
yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
8:22 to go. Back in just a moment.
At First American Bank, our commitment to recognize, honor, and respect those who serve in our country's military is rooted in our history.
Thank you for serving our country.
Thank you for your service and sacrifice.
Thank you for our freedom.
Thank you for my freedom.
Thank you for protecting our country.
Thank you.
Thanks.
First American Bank thanks all of our American heroes.
A banking tradition since 1910.
The Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional Bayou-River Shootout, presented by the Thibodaux Lions Club, is sponsored by the Peltier Foundation, by First American Bank, by Byron E. Talbot Contractors, by Manson Golf, by A&G Refrigeration, by State Machinery, by GIS Engineering, by Nakan Electric, and by Barbera Chevrolet.
Your new home for the latest sports news in Southeast Louisiana is CrescentCitySports.com. Crescent City Sports offers unique features and opinions from a team of local writers, plus live web streams of high school events throughout the year. It's all at CrescentCitySports.com.
Ken, we've done these games. All of them have hit the 100 mark. The over and under is they're not going to do it tonight.
They might not.
No, I'm stealing the line from a guy that we work with both of them, and Buddy D, and he would have heavy money on the under, on the 100.
I just don't know. These rims are cold tonight. The girls had trouble in the girls' game, and the boys are having trouble
Big
too.
Trey
Even
inside.
taking it inside like that. Of course, there was traffic there and a hammer, but Trey Washington will go to the line from Houma Christian. Averaged a double-double all year, 18 points, 12 rebounds, 6'5". Great student, he and his brother. Both close to 4.0 students.
But so much influence on the defensive side when Trey's in there, Ken. We've seen that. They're not putting anything inside when he's in the middle.
It was a 14-point game. Now it's an 8. We have another foul. And, you know, talking about Trey and his brother Trent's grades, these are two kids that I think if they don't get recruited or offered by a smaller school or a junior college, you might see them use an academic scholarship to go to a bigger school and then walk on.
But both of them will get tops, and they can walk on.
This copyrighted telecast of the Bayou-River All-Star Shootout may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of Cox Sports Television and Crescent City Sports. John Holmes. Oh, boy, he loves that shot, but it's in and out. And again, those rims stay cold for most of the outside shooters tonight. And it's been that way almost all the way. A big struggle for the extra shot. The third try, no, it's stolen first. It can be saved from the corner. In and out won't go by Trent Washington, and it is just that cold.
It's not like you're not getting the offensive rebounds, just nothing is falling.
Did you put the rims in the freezer before the game?
No, I didn't.
Well, another attempt by Marquis Francis. South Lafourche won't go. Anthony Rainey with the rebound to the front court.
Pull it out, Rainey. Pull it back.
Antonio. Boom. Foul. 7:23 to go in the game. And Javon Antonio from East St. John. Another young man who was right there, averaging a double-double all year. 11 points, just under 10 rebounds, 9.9. Up and good. And Mike, this is the young man we talked about, first team All-District junior senior year, but he's going to Hines. He'd like to play football and basketball there, unless Southeastern, who has given him some good looks, can change his mind. He'd like to be a two-sport player at least for a few more years.
Well, I'd put him at safety. He's built for the position. Man, the way the game's played today, that hybrid outside linebacker safety spot, he's built for it. But I know he loves basketball. You know, that's his first love, more than football.
Jaquan Wagner back in the game, making his presence underneath. 2 misses. And it finally comes down to Donnie Washington. Oh, Rainey on the move.
One thing with Rainey, he certainly attracts a lot of people. Every time he touches the basketball, he's got a couple guys in that area around him. And that's when you're a great player and a great shooter, that happens. Because you've dealt with that all your life.
You know, averaging 30, he's one of the only players, he is the only player from this area that played in the Louisiana High School Coaches All-Star game last weekend at Bossier City.
That's his 19th point tonight. And this is an all-star game, you know, and he's passed up some shots.
He's passed up some shots. He's been very unselfish with the basketball. He's fed a few people underneath, made him look good. Here's an attack of the basket by Dakari Johnson from Covenant Christian. Fouled. Will go to the line and shoot. Dakari, first team all-district, 8-1A, said greatest moment of the season for him was just clinching district this year as a senior and knowing you were the district champs. It's always very special for players when they do that. Led Covenant Christian to a 20-11 record into the second round of the playoffs.
So it's now cut to 9. But they got to make a run here, though, Ken. They have to make a run quickly. You got to get some defensive stops.
And Rainey's going to run that offense. And that means you have to come out and guard him because he had a look that time. Everybody thought he was going up. Jaquan thought he was going up, and instead he fed Jaquan Wagner, who wasn't expecting it. Here's the pass down low for Trey Washington, and he can't catch up to the basketball. Sometimes you have to take the shot. You can be too unselfish. And I think Rainey was trying to be too unselfish that time. He might take it this time. Watch. Little between the leg dribble.
No,
he'll feed underneath.
Wagner.
Jaquan Wagner will take it, but it won't go. Marquis Mosley with it. With the feed. Washington wasn't waiting for that one, but he recovers well, takes the shot.
And listen.
Silk.
Woo! Talk about his defensive play, but Trey got a nice little touch on that shot.
With a hand in his face. Made it look good. Alan Williams. Love the fancy ball work by everybody involved. Wagner. Jaquan gets his own rebound. Follows. He can't. And gets a little help by Donnie Washington to finish it.
Donnie Washington, Assumption High School. Really good basketball player for Assumption.
Marquis Mosley. He'll set it up. Looking for Washington on the
Trey
inside. Oh, look at this
right
feed by Washington.
Nice play by
Trey
Trey.
Washington with the behind the back pass to Marquis Mosley for the bucket. Rainey in traffic. Rainey just puts it up off balance and is fouled. Anthony Rainey from H.L. Bourgeois.
Nice feed from Trey, just pulls it right in, easy.
Unselfish basketball player, and as we talked about in the first half, for his size to move as well as he moves, that's talent. Rainey's got 20 on his way to his average of 30 with 5:22
he could
to
well
get it.
hit that kid.
He's committed to Nichols, may end up going somewhere else to JUCO first. But he really likes Nichols basketball.
All I know is for Nichols losing 9 guys, they better put some numbers up there and get a head coach real quick.
Yeah, because you've got some guys here who can play or walk on and make your team. Yeah. Oh, stop, pop, Kobe Hartman with his own rebound to the hoop, and he's fouled. Yeah, it may be again, I can't remember when this game did not have both teams go over 100.
Since you and I have been doing it, it's always been the hundreds that they've hit. And with 5 minutes left, you have to get on a wild shooting spree to get there.
Yeah, how good of a football player Hartman was. He was recruited by Tulane, Nichols, McNeese.
He's one heck of a football player.
And Southern. Yeah, he chose Southern to play his football there because I think he believes he can play
right away.
And right away and football and basketball. He'd like to still have the opportunity. They all get told that in the recruiting process, whether or not there's time.
Then they pull it back afterwards.
Yeah, whether or not there's the time for it too becomes something. Donnie Washington with the bucket.
Because a lot of guys, they're willing to do that just to play conference ball if you can play basketball. But I think a big part of his going to Southern, he gets a chance to play, and right away.
Absolutely. Now the errant pass. Here we go.
Oh, Robinson.
Tip from behind. Robinson all over that floor. Pass to the corner. Dakari.
And Robinson gets the rebound and puts it in.
Wow. Marquis Mosley with the shot. Robinson just all over the floor. Quietly sometimes, too. Look at Jaquan Wagner with the move to the hoop with power, but he can't finish. Dakari Johnson again for the rebound.
So with a little over 4 minutes left, you got a 7-point lead here.
Marquis Mosley.
Marquise.
He moved in a little bit. He moved in just a little bit. Gordon, his man, gets to almost got the steal.
Oh, they got a steal here by Robinson.
But Wagner comes back. Pardon me, Robinson comes back. Now we're going the other way. Rainey's got it. Rainey with a good move to the hoop. He sets up and scores by Donnie Washington on a nice setup by Rainey. Who would have thought you could set him up that way? Dakari Johnson. With that, we will take a break. 3 minutes and 42 seconds to play in this one. Will they get to 100? 82-75. The North has the lead.
In sports, you strive for first or best. The Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional is both. The region's first comprehensive sports medicine program with a team of the best sports medicine trained experts. You're serious about the game, we're serious about your safety. With advanced concussion testing technology and certified athletic trainers, we're keeping athletes safely in the game. Play hard, play to win. The Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional will help you play it safe.
The Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional Bayou-River Shootout, presented by the Thibodaux Lions Club, is sponsored by the L'Oreal Foundation, by Go Bear Oil, by Synergy Bank, by Chris Pate of CP Contractors, by Bubba's 2 Po' Boys, by Finance Service of Thibodaux, by Oceanwide America, and by Ortho LA.
Don't miss the great college softball matchups on CST coming up Friday. South Alabama taking on the Louisiana Raging Cajuns in a doubleheader beginning at 4. Then the LSU Tigers travel to Lake Charles to take on the McNeese Cowgirls at 6 p.m. on April the 3rd. All games are live. Log on to coxsportstv.com for the full schedule. That's Dakari Johnson of Covenant Christian at the line. Another young man with great grades. Wherever he decides to go to college, he'll walk on. Wants to major in chemical engineering. Now, you're an engineer. You were able to compartmentalize and did a lot.
I'm just telling you, chemical engineering.
Engineering is hard enough. Throw chemical in with it, and it's really tough. Kendall Pierre on the dribble.
No, he's a real smart guy. Really is.
Oh, and Pierre goes down hard. He's fouled. By the way, right before the break, Trey Washington fouled out of the game. So we won't see Houma Christian's big 6'5" center.
And that's a rarity
in this game. For the final 3:32, I know.
That's a rarity, too, to have somebody foul out.
Kendall Pierre with the points. 83, Mike. They're getting close. 83.
Yeah, but we ticking away, too.
The rim out for Pierre and the fight for the rebound. Out of bounds, it'll go to the South All-Stars wearing the dark colors. They are the visitors tonight and trailing. They need the bucket. They trail by 7. Williams double teamed. Out.
Take it, David.
To David Robinson. Robinson to
the
hoop.
David.
Robinson with a fancy move.
Nice
and it's slapped away.
Wagner.
Wagner with the block. The follow again by Hartman wouldn't go. The next follow won't go. Hartman with the rebound. And finally on the 4th time, it's a putback and points. 3 minutes exactly to play. Donnie Washington with it. Oh, here's Wagner. He likes to shoot from the outside, and that's his shot from about 15 to 17 feet. Likes it a lot, but this one wouldn't go. Kendall Pierre saves it. We'll back it up. Kendall Pierre from Hanville. Here's Rainey. Oh, Rainey had the ball slapped away right into the hands of Wagner, and he could not get the ball to the hoop. Sometimes it just bounces right to you.
And Rainey's closing in on his on his 30-point game average. Good gracious.
We've got him at 21. Could be just a little bit higher. Look, if you see these players miss a little bit, and I think we saw some of that in the
women's
three-point contest and in the women's game
too.
Yeah, they get tired, or just not tired, but you lose that little extra spring in your step that takes a little bit off your shot.
Well, when you haven't played in a while, that also takes a little bit of your stamina away. You're not used to running the court like what they're running at this pace. Exactly.
Hartman with the basketball, fights his way through a double team with the fancy dribble, backs it out, then a hook pass into the right corner. Oh, look at Robinson. Nice move. It's athletic as you want to see. Big man versus big man. Robinson versus Jaquan Wagner.
And he's cut this lead to 3, and he's got a chance to do it to 2. But again,
wow,
tremendous athlete in David Robinson.
It's going to be fun watching him play football at Nichols. Wide receiver. You know, his coach at Central Lafourche, Coach Sanders, said he is so good as a special team player. He had 6 kickoff returns for touchdowns this year, his senior year, and he does it with the cutting ability to get to the outside or to the inside and escape traffic. Rainey with the basketball. Don't know if you got to watch any of those kickoff returns for scores, but he was special on the football field. Nichols loves him there. Under 2 minutes to play. Rainey's going to bring it back out. Oh, he's just teasing Marquise Mosley now.
Just toying.
Now Marquise has got to come out and get him. He's just playing with Marquise. Marquise is smiling. They're not playing shot clock here.
Robinson takes it away.
Now Mosley with the revenge basket. Down at the other end.
And this game is tied.
With them. It's tied at 83, 1:20 to go. Alan Williams. Jaquan Wagner will kick it out to Pierre. Kendall Pierre to the baseline. All the way short. Rainey rebound. Follow. Points. Rainey.
The smallest guy on the court comes up with the offensive rebound.
Marquis Mosley on the other side. 85-83. They trail.
Ken, you know, we're talking a little bit about David Robinson. Keith Menard, who's coached him at Central football. I mean, here we see Rainey. Comes up with the offensive rebound to put it in. A 5'10" guy puts it in that. He told me he thinks Dave's got a chance that he can be an NFL player. He's that good.
Wow.
I mean, that's saying a lot.
Mosley gets his team within 1. He can tie it at the free throw line. That says an awful lot. That really does. You know, there's 2 ways to look at this for Nichols, too. We're tied. Marquis Mosley from Ellender made them both. Nichols is going to have a very good football team, and the other way to look at it is they better, because they're not going to surprise anybody. They're going to get the best game from everybody this year because of the kind of year making the playoffs they had last year.
They may go 0-3 to start the season. Playing Tulane, Kansas, you know, good gracious.
Okay, all 43 seconds. This was an all-star game. Are you going to play for 1 shot in this game, Michael?
Man, listen, it's all chips in. Well, I'll look at it. And I'm not taking this to overtime. All chips in.
You better believe it. In other words, get the point now.
Get the point.
Get the points now. Well, that's Derek Zush, the head coach at Assumption, who spent the last 7 years at Terrebonne as their head coach, huddling around his team, the home team dressed in white. That is the River team. And you know, number 15 walking out of that huddle with number 40.
I know
Jaquan Wagner, one of those 2 guys is going to get the bucket. It's going to get the bucket attempt.
If I'm wearing white, Rainey gets the ball. If I'm wearing white, Rainey gets the shot.
Donnie Washington. Inbounds to Alan Williams. Clock's under 40. Tipped away by David Robinson. Trent Washington for the slam
dunk.
Holy mackerel. Alan Williams. Jaquan Wagner with 25 seconds from the corner. Donnie Williams off the mark. Gets his own rebound.
Rainey got it.
Rainey's got a look. Hits the three. Rainey hits the three. A 1-point lead for Rainey's team. Here comes a big collision on the attack of the basket by Dakari Johnson, who will go to the line.
One thing I know, if you were wearing white, you knew who to get the ball to. Rainey hits that three-point shot, unreal, and you get the foul down here with 10.8 seconds left.
Wow.
What a shot by Rainey.
Dakari Johnson can give the South All-Stars the lead. They are the visitors if he can hit them both. They trail by 1. 10.8 seconds. Big-time players making some big-time plays. Kobe Hartman and Anthony Rainey standing right behind the shooter. Dakari Johnson ties
it. He gets
it.
the first one, which ties
it. And now for the lead. If Dakari Johnson hits this, already one man is stuck to Anthony Rainey like glue. And the defender is Kobe Hartman. It goes in. A 1-point lead for the visitors. Timeout called. And if you think there's not excitement for winning this as an all-star team, listen to this crowd. Look at the excitement by the players. Teams are fired up. Coaches are fired up.
It's almost like if you're watching the Pelicans, you know Anthony Davis on a shot late, you want the ball in his hands. The same thing with Rainey. But I'll tell you what, it may be a matchup where you can get Wagner inside on a shot.
South was down 14 points in the second half. They now lead by 1.
And this is Rainey with the rainbow.
Boom.
Wow.
A Rainey bow for 3.
Because you know one thing, Rainey's going to attract a lot of attention, and it may free up your inside guy. And listen, all you need is a 2-point play. You know, you don't need a 3-point shot.
And you've got on the inside A.J. McClain and Jaquan Wagner. My goodness. Well, 10 seconds to go. CJ, Corey Johnson of Thibodaux High will inbound at the baseline. Kendall Pierre. Rainey will be so covered, Kendall Pierre might have to flash out and get it.
And they got David Robinson deep.
We're down to 9. Clock is ticking. CJ will take it himself.
Wagner.
Wagner. And the lead. Timeout called. The lead by Wagner.
And we talked about it, Ken. He just needed a 2-point play. He feeds it to Wagner, who's been inside, and he makes the big shot.
Resetting it. They're going to reset the clock to 2.5 seconds. 2.5 on the reset. And how about getting it down quickly to Wagner with Rainey covered? He was backing up. They couldn't get it to him. They went long with it. Boom.
Well, Rainey looked like a magnet. They had enough people around him, and it freed up Wagner to get that outside. Then he wheels back in, and he gets the layup over David Robinson. But with 2.5 seconds, you got a chance here with a pretty good shot. And again, you only need a 2-point shot. You don't need a 3-point shot.
That's right. You can get it down low to a Trent Washington. Well, let's see. The inbound will be handled by Kobe Hartman. Got to get it in.
Kobe throws.
They're going long. Threw it away. Threw it away. A.J. McClain with the shot. It is over. It is over. And the South All-Stars, the visitors,
What a game. What a game.
Lose to the North by 1 point. My goodness. North the winner.
And this is the winning shot here with Wagner getting fed, puts it up inside, and the winning shot.
What a play to win it back to wrap this one up right after this from Thibodaux.
Your home for the best in coverage of pro, college, and prep sports in the New Orleans area is CrescentCitySports.com. Whether it's news, opinions, live video webcasts of high school sports, or Louisiana's best prep football scoreboard, you can get it all at Crescent City Sports. The name may be new, but it's the same great coverage you've gotten for years from our team of New Orleans natives. Click it now and like us on social media at CrescentCitySports.com.
In Louisiana, we are 50th in the nation for overall health, a frightening statistic.
Archie, we believe change starts here. So we built a state-of-the-art wellness center, the first of its kind in the state and among the best in the nation.
Through prevention, education, fitness and sports, and wellness services, the Wellness Center can help improve your overall health and well-being.
The Wellness Center of Thibodaux Regional, for a healthier, better you.
The Bayou-River All-Star Shootout on Cox Sports Television is brought to you by the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional. There's the winners. West St. John, the North team, North All-Stars, north of the Bayou. North of Bayou-Lafourche for the most part. And they beat the team south of Bayou-Lafourche rather, 90-89. Let's meet the MVPs of this game. And Anthony Rainey led all scorers with 26 points. This is Marquise Mosley right
16
here.
16 points for the South, MVP. He had a great game shooting from the outside.
And he was off tonight. And he might have hit 40.
One thing for sure, he's not bashful about putting it up. And then
Anthony Rainey.
For the boys. 26 points, Ken. Just a great game by Anthony Rainey.
Unbelievable.
And you know,
All-Star of the North team.
All these years we've been doing this, I've never seen a DU where guys average 30 points a game entering this, and he almost came close to averaging his exact amount, you know, in this contest, coming up with 26.
And being an all-star game, he was so unselfish. He was trying to dish the ball away.
A couple of times he had an easy shot.
He had great looks. He had some great looks. For him, it had been like shooting practice.
Yeah.
But Anthony Rainey, what a special player he was to watch him tonight. But we had so many special players, it's hard to pick one.
Absolutely. And this is, to me, the most exciting men's basketball game we've done here throughout the years.
It really is.
Coming down, they had a 16-point underdog to come back and fight and get to it and put this game 90-89.
Well, you saw it all, the girls, the boys, the slam dunk contest, the three-point shooting contest. One final thought from you, Mike, on what we all saw tonight, because my thought will be if some of these players aren't signed and you watch them tonight, hey, get on the phone when we're out of the dead period and make some calls to these kids.
Well, something we both know. They got some serious basketball talent here on the Bayou. And I think you saw it here tonight on both the men's and also the women's side.
You bet. Well, that's going to wrap it up for here at Thibodaux High School and the Thibodaux Lions Club All-Star Game. We want to thank you for joining us. Stay with Crescent City Sports for the best high school sports coverage, including live streams of baseball and bowling this week. For Mike Detillier and our entire CST Sports crew that brought you such great pictures tonight, I'm Ken Berthelot saying so long from Thibodaux. Once again, your final score, North of Bayou-Lafourche wins 90 to South of Bayou-Lafourche 89. From Thibodaux, Louisiana, thanks for being with us. Have a pleasant good evening, everybody.